Alright guys, welcome to Project 66 Part 8. Where am I at? So I am gonna check the radiator by putting a little bit of pressure up here to push on the coolant a little bit. Now I didn't see the drip until I edited the last video, but there was a drip that came from here, I believe. And amazingly, there's my kitty cat. It got all the way down to the floor without hitting any of this stuff. Look at this guy. What you doing here? You like Oliver's? You like Oliver's, huh? Update on the paint. I didn't go to my local dealer yet. I called. They are out of the green paint. They said that AGCO stopped making it in quarts and gallons, but they're still making it in the spray cans. But it's on back order. So called them last week, didn't have it. I called them today, probably an hour ago, not even, and still don't have it. So we'll have to see if they can get it. They claim they can. And I thought Ross had said maybe that it was discontinued. Maybe he was talking about the Rust-Oleum. I'm not sure. But we'll see if they can get it. I got a mess going back here. I guess this would be a time I could talk about my other channel a little bit. This is a project I'm working on for the other channel. Wisconsin small engine nut. So you can find me here. If you found me based off my small engines videos I did on my first year of doing YouTube, I switched to all Oliver on this one, and all of my small engine stuff, I decided to make another channel just for that. So that's where it's at, Wisconsin small engine nut. So none of those videos go on Oliver nut anymore. This is a Cub RZT 17, working on it for a friend. And as you can see, that looks nice, doesn't it? So that's something that's going to be coming up on that channel. I do small engine stuff and whatever, that type of thing, that content. But yeah, it looks like it was ran out of oil. All scarred up here in the crank. So I don't know, I have to inspect all the parts and see what I want to do. The other stuff looks pretty good as far as, like, you know, the cam, and I didn't really see anything too much on the block, on the case. So we'll see. Here's one of the connecting rod bolts. Shouldn't there be a second one? I never found a second one. But that'll be on that channel. So I guess I could talk about the crossover channel a little bit. But getting back to this project, I got a little bit of paint left, but I'm gonna wait with going to the dealer and showing you the dealer and all that, because they don't have the paint yet. So how I'm going to pressurize this, here's what I did. Just some cheap tire valves from like Walmart. It's for a .453 hole. 453 is a little over 7/16. 7/16 I believe is 437. Or you're looking at ½ inch, so a little smaller than half. What I did is let me see here. I'll just set you down here. Because I didn't want to screw up the radiator cap and have the radiator cap as my guinea pig, I used this plastic scraper for body filler. I used a step bit. This. And, you know, and it's got the different sizes. Probably most commonly used for like electrical knockouts and stuff for putting conduit in. But I made it at 7/16, which is a little bit smaller than this rim hole. And it would not fit, so I went next size, 1/2 inch. And that worked pretty good. It fit pretty good in there. I figured I'd run a test piece. So that's how it fits really well. So then I made the hole in here 1/2 inch. Typically you'd go up this way with it to put it in. It's easier because you got such a big lip here. And I knew that was probably not going to happen going this way because I didn't have a big enough pass-through hole. I tried heating it up. I put it in hot water and still it's like there's no way. What I did is I'm not going to do it to this one because it's good yet, but took the tin snips and I cut about half of it off all the way around. It doesn't need to be that strong for this. I'm only going to put in, 5-10 pounds maybe at the most. So it's not like it's going to be in a wheel. So that's how I got it in there. Then I just poked it in with a screwdriver. So I'll just throw a little bit of pressure on there. And that's going to give me, I would think it would show something. I just got to put this gasket back in here. And then I will designate this cap as any cap that we need to check the pressure. Which I'm thinking 1600, but I think that one's got a different cap. I think that's outside of the hood. Do you have to be the center of attention? Huh? Yes, you do. Oh, you're getting all dirty. You're getting all dirty in here. Yes. Here's motor. Only thing he doesn't like any loud noises, so I gotta pump the compressor up. Yeah, I'll put him in the house for that. He ain't gonna like that. These are black walnuts. Yeah, black walnut trees. You can eat these. They're just like, is it like English walnuts, but they're harder to crack. You gotta use hammer. All right. Anyway, so this is gonna be. So there's holes in here that'll pressurize this. I've got a new cap for it for when that gets solved. Right here, the wrong color, but that's okay. I can always change it or change the color, or you're not going to see it once the hood is on. Okay, let's see what it'll do. I see wet right here, actually. It's wet right there. Let's see if this strips even a little bit, it's going to fill this up. That'd be so awesome if it was that. So let's find out. All right, let's see if this will even work. It's going to seal decent. Reason for doing it this way, I could have put a air fitting in here. I could have done it several different ways. I didn't want something that I had to hold it here. I wanted something that could just keep the pressure in and then go look around and see if I can find it. So I don't want too much pressure. All right, I got a little bit of pressure in it. I can see it come up here a little bit. Not enough to register on this gauge. But you can see it come up here a little. I don't see a lot going on except here. You can see it right there. How can I show it to you better? How about like this? So I'm gonna drain this down until it's down here somewhere. I'm gonna take this off. I think this clamp would probably do better like here. There's a lip on here, I believe. Probably do better here. But I'm gonna take that off and just clean it up. It's probably like rusty and stuff and who knows what. I'm gonna throw some grease on it and then put it back on. So I will catch the coolant because it should be good. So let's get at that. I got a hose too for this. So that's gonna be awesome. All right, I'm gonna put it in here. Just an empty water jug. Like that's gonna stay there. This should fit on here. I took one of these to the hardware store to fit on the new one. Watch, it won't fit on this one now. It's hard to do stuff with one hand. Okay, so he's draining. Let's see if it'll go faster when I take the cap off. Not really, but it's also not open all the way. But we'll get there. Once it's below here, I can see the cores. And I know it's about here. Yeah, see, it's coming down here. I'm not doing that. I will hurt myself. Okay, let's see here. It's already down to the cores. And if I don't want it to come out here and fill up the jug, that wouldn't be too cool. So I think I'm ready to take that off. By the time I get it done, it'll be low enough. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do here. Take care of that screwdriver now. Make sure I got enough out. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this off without loosening the radiator up. She's gurgling. I got a whole lot left. Should probably shut that down. It's probably lower than that now. Loosen the radiator bolts, the cowling. Let's see what we got going on here. All I can do is try this, only all a little bit of time. See, this being a cast iron piece, cast iron is very porous. It almost looks like right here. It looks like it was soldered or something. Sticks up a little bit here. I'm gonna try and get that off with sandpaper. All right, let's try that. Throw some grease on it. There's paint in here. You can see the flakes coming off in the hose. I'm gonna try and get that out of there. All right, I'm gonna grease and then put it back on. I'm just gonna throw some grease on it. And then hope for the best. I'm trying to put the clamp back here more. So upcoming projects. I mentioned in the last one that I'm gonna be working on something after this. And you guys are gonna pick it. I didn't take the video footage yet, so I'll let you know when I do that. I'm gonna put up a poll, and whatever one's got the most votes, what I'm gonna work on after this. If this project ever gets done, right? Seems to be dragging on and on. Bottom is closed, so it should be good for this. All right, now we wait and see. And I'm gonna end the video here, because I'm actually shooting it the same day I'm releasing it, which I don't usually do. And I'll kind of watch what it does. See if this gets cooled in it again. That might have fixed it, I don't know. That's pretty tight. I'll get the bolts back in if I see it's behaving. Stuff like this comes in handy, you know, instead of just recycling it. All right, so I'll let you know in the next video where I'm at. Hopefully I can go get some paint and show you that dealer, and then I'll keep working on stuff. But the paint's gonna be the issue. Oh, I am gonna work on this yellow. The yeller, I got some brushes now, some artist brushes. I think this is up too high here. I think it only goes up to here. You'd think I'd be an Oliver fan, I should know that, right? I'm gonna paint this back into green here. And I gotta get decals too. So Mr. Greg Davis is probably gonna be getting a call for that. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Hopefully you weren't disgusted in this one, that you'll come back.